but then very good.
Okay. Guys, I hope all you are doing well. And I heard that your school is opening soon, right? You'll get back to school and study in the campus. So physical classes will continue. We hope. So a few more days left. Selen, when is your school going to open? In the middle of February or next week? Selin, are you there?
Yes, 15th of February, the school will open.
Okay, I see. 2 more weeks.
And plus, we got our reports today in our school.
Really? So how was it? Did you like your
Yes.
results?
Yes,
I got good
it was not
marks.
bad.
Not bad. That means not good.
No, it is good. A's
Hmm.
and B's.
Okay, very good. All right. Guys, if you are ready, let's start our class. As I told you, this week also we will continue learning, studying, okay? And from next week, maybe one meeting we will study, one meeting we will start solving SASMO questions. What years of SASMO question we are going to practice? We are going to practice starting from year 2013 until 2000, what is it, 18. And we have to solve questions from P5, P6, and P7 papers. Okay, P5, P6, P7 papers. So you have to solve all the questions, and at that time you will have some idea about when we just say SASMO, what kind of questions you are going to expect or you should expect. Okay, and I hope this will help you because once again, if you really want to learn math, the only way to learn math is you need to practice problems. You need to solve problems, different problems. Okay. So otherwise, guys, once again, you cannot improve your math. Okay. Until you solve it, you cannot improve. Even you just listen the best lectures from the best teachers around the world. If you do not practice, you cannot learn math well. That's why I suggest you at least, okay, if you do not have much time, if you're too busy, at least we are meeting 2 hours, right? 2 hours, try to practice these questions so that you learn something. All right, guys, let's continue then. Today, topic we chapter 9, as you remember, it was about volume and surface area, and we solved a lot of questions. And also, you were supposed to practice. I don't know how much you practice. And next week, you may have another progress test. Okay, I'm thinking about that. So now we will talk about ratio, rate, and speed problem. And after that, we have another chapter. It's about arithmetics and percentage. And after that, we will do some revision, as I told you. Then in March, we will study some geometry. Okay, good. So what are we going to learn here? We are going to learn how to find the ratio of two or more quantities, recognize and use common measures of rates, solve problems involving ratios, solve problems involving speed and average speed. Okay, that is, let's say, maybe one of the most important topic in this book because from now on you are going to use these concepts a lot, very often, very frequently. Okay, until when? Until the end of the year? No. Until the end of your life. Okay. This rate problems, speed problems, even when you go to a college, you will have to study. When you go to university, you have to study. In your career, you have to know some idea about this. Okay. Every day, every time you are going to use them. Uh, when we will have official Olympiad tests. Official Olympiad test, Selen, it is in April. And mock exam, mock paper, it is at the end of February, I guess. Okay,
Okay.
good. So let's start our class now. Keywords, the relation between two similar magnitudes with respect to the number of times the first contains the second is called ratio. Anyway, this ratio, we know that we use this a lot, right? What is a ratio? Usually we use ratio to compare two similar quantities, right? The ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in your school, the ratio of boys and girls, the ratio of students to the number of teachers, for example, the ratio of the area of Baku to the ratio, to the area of Azerbaijan, for example, and we are just comparing this, right? It says that how many times one quantity is bigger than the other quantity. So we are going to talk about the things. İlknur, can you read the first paragraph about ratio?
Yes, a ratio is a comparison of like quantities measured in like units or quantities of the same kind.
Okay. Here we are saying that a ratio is a comparison. We are comparing, right? Like what? Like quantities, right? Like boys and girls, we are countable, right? And the area of one country to the area of another country. So these are like terms, right? And the population of one country, for example, Azerbaijan to the population of Turkey, right? For example, the number of students to the number of teachers. These are like quantities, right? Or the length of, what is it? Your one arm to the length of, for example, your sister's arm, for example, your height, right, and your brother's height, for example, right? A lot of these like quantities, right? So the ratio of A to B, where A and B represent two quantities and B is not zero, because we cannot divide anything by zero, is written as A to B. How do you write this? A to B, right? And also you learned this in primary school, or actually it is the same as the fraction A to B or A out of B, right? So A to B, that's a ratio. And also actually we can just describe it as a fraction. A ratio is said to be in its simplest form when A and B are integers with no common factor other than 1, right? For example, if you're just talking about the ratio of these numbers, 4 to 9, 10. Is it in its simplest form? No, right? Because this 4 and 10, they have another common factor different from 1. And usually, how do we simplify this, or how do we reduce a ratio to its simplest form? So first we should write it as a fraction, right? 4 over 10, and find the highest common factor. What is it? It is 2 times 2 and 2 times 5. So we can cancel out common factors. So it is 2 over 5. 2 and 5, the only common factor of 2 and 5 is 1. So that is 2 to 5. So the simplest form of 4 to 10 is 2 to 5. So these two ratios represent the same thing. How about equivalent ratios? Okay, to obtain equivalent ratios, especially in solving problems, right? How do you obtain this? Just multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number after changing ratio into fraction. For example, let's say 2 over 3, right? Okay, not a fraction. Let me just write this 2 to 3. So we are talking about this ratio 2 to 3. Right? Now, as a fraction, it is 2 over 3. So to obtain equivalent ratios, right, we can multiply numerator and denominator by the same constant. It does not change the ratio. So for example, here I can multiply by 2 times 5 and 3 times 5. Or I can multiply by 10, 2 times 10 and 3 times 10, which is equal to 20 to 30, right? And in general, for example, 2 to 3 is the same as 2p to 3p, right? And how about the ratio of three numbers? Let's say 2 to 3 to 5, for example. It's again the same. If you multiply each number by some constant, right, the ratio remains unchanged. So here we have 2q, 3q, 5q, right? Example, for example, multiply this by 3. 2 times 3, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 5 times 3, 15. So these ratios are exactly the same thing. 2 to 3 to 5, 6 to 9 to 15. What is this? For example, the ratio of the number of girls to number of boys to number of teachers, for example. Okay, it is something like this. Find the ratio of 700 grams to 1 kg. And since we said that at the beginning, when you're giving the definition, we are talking about like quantities. It means that also units must be the same, right? Then we can write them as a ratio. So here we have 700 grams and kg. So we need to convert either kg into grams or grams into kg. Which one is easier? we better actually first convert kg into grams. So 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. Now I can find the ratio. 700 grams to 1 kg is the same as 700 grams to 1000 grams. So now grams can cancel out each other. 2 zeros, right, cancel each other. So that is equal to 7 to 10. So the ratio of 700 grams to 1 kg is 7 to 10. Okay. And how about B? Question B, 2 over 3 to 5 over 8. I mean, mathematically, what does it mean? It means that 2 over 3, 2 means this 2 dots, right? This column is 5 over 8. Again, it's just a fraction. You can just consider this as division, right? You can write it as 2 over 3 times 8 over 5, which is equal to 2 times 8 is 16, 3 times 5 is 15, which is equal to 16 to 15. Because when we just write in fractions, it's not so clear, right? The picture is not so clear. But when we just convert them into whole numbers, now I can see. That means that if you're talking about, for example, let's say, what is it? For example, let's say Selin and the Selin's brother, okay? Every month, for example, they get some allowance from their parents, right? For their expenses at school, like a pocket money to buy something at school. And the father said that, okay, Selin is 1 year older than her brother, okay? And every time I am going to give the pocket money or allowance in this ratio, 16 to 15. So that means that if Selin gets $16, her brother gets $15. If Selin gets, for example, let's say $32, her brother gets $30, right? It is something like that. Anyway, another example, if x to y is equal to 11 to 8, guys, let me explain a few more minutes. After that, I will ask the questions. You will have to try some questions, okay? So in this question, it says that if x to y is 11 to 8, and y to z is 6 to 7, what is x to z? So from here, x to y, y to z, right? How can I combine these two ratios? To combine this thing, here we have x to y, let me just do a part A, is equal to 11 to 8. And the second one, y to z is equal to 6 to 7. Now here y, right? In the first one, y is represented by 8. The second one, 6. Actually, to combine these things, these two ratios, the values of this y should be the same. How can we do that? Again, by changing them into another equivalent ratio. So I multiply the first ratio, I mean each number by 3. 3 times 11, 33. 3 times 8, 24. Then second one, we multiply by 4. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 7, 28. Now, actually, the numbers, the quantities which represent y, the same, right? So now I can write this ratio, x to y to z is equal to 33 to 24 to 28. What is the question? X to z, right? What is x to z here? It is 33 to 28. So dot, dot, dot, x to z is 33 to 28. Al-Akbar, is everything okay?
Yes.
Do you understand everything?
Yes.
I will see. Now I'm going to ask a very difficult question, Al-Akbar. Even you cannot solve it. So get ready for that, for the challenge. Okay, next question. How about x to y to z? We have already calculated in part A, right? What is x to y to z? That is x to y to z is equal to 33 to 24 to 28. Ilknur, any question?
No.
Okay. Guys, this question is for you then. Okay, you have 2 minutes. Solve it and write your answer in the chat box. Not 2 minutes, let's say 3 minutes. Okay. Chat box, send your answer privately to me, right? Not to everybody. Any answer? Okay. Celine, about Olympiad dates, I think you need to you better ask to Mr. Adalat, okay? Because the dates, I don't know, but last time when I asked him, he told me that he's planning to do this at the end of February, the official one in April. Because, and I'm just a teacher here, I teach you. Actually, they are the organizers. They set the dates. Okay.
How many
So,
people will join this Olympiad?
Celine, I have no idea. I'm not, involved in organizing this stuff. I'm just a teacher from outside, and I'm just teaching you, preparing for the Olympiad. Okay, the organizers everything. I don't work for the company. I'm just their teacher. That's it. Maybe I think approximately they are expecting around 600 students this year in Baku. What I heard around, I think. Anyway, so Al Akbar 91, Ilknur 13 to 12 to find the ratio in which the sum of money is shared, right? Al Akbar, you need to find the ratio. So Ilknur, let's solve this together, and after that we'll check your answer. 3 people, A, B, and C, share $416 among themselves. A receives $169 and B receives $156, and find the ratio in which the sum of money is shared, right? If we are talking about A, here A and B and C, right? It says A receives 169 and B receives 156, right? Since this 3 people are sharing this money, and how much is remains here? 150, 150, 300, 19, 325. So 75 plus 16, is it $91? It's $91. So we should find the ratio in which the sum of money is shared, right? So we need to find A to B to C. That is 169 to 156 to 91. Now from here, all these numbers are divisible by 13, right? And 13 times 13 is 169, so it is 13. 13 times 12, 156, so here we have 12. 13 times 7 is 91, so here we have 7. The right answer is they shared this amount, that $416, in the ratio 13 to 12 to 7. All right, now let's talk about increase and decrease in ratio. Nigar, can you read the first parts? Let's listen to your voice.
Okay. If the number of teachers in a school is increased from 45 to 55, Then the ratio of the number of present staff to the number of previous staff equals to 59, 45 equals to 11.
Okay, continue.
Number of present staff 55 to 11 and number of previous staff 45 to 9. We say that the number of teachers has been increased in the ratio 11 to 9 or 11 over 9.
Okay, right? So if this one is increased from 45 to 55, and if you ask in what fraction was it increased or in what ratio, that is 55 over 45, that is it was increased in the ratio for 11 over 9. Why? Because if you multiply this one, right? And if to increase 45 to 55, we need to multiply this 45 by 11 over 9, right? Which is equal to 55. So we are increasing this by this ratio. It's this kind of percentage. Anyway, again, Celine, can you read this? Celine, are you there? Okay, Adilhan, you read it, please.
Newspaper agent orders 84 copies of newspapers every day. During the holidays, he decreases his order to 63 copies. The ratio of the number of copies ordered during the holidays to the usual number of copies ordered equals 63 divided by 84 equals 3 divided by 4 or 3 over 4.
Okay, so not divided, just 3 to 4, right? 63 to 84. So a newspaper agent orders 84 copies of newspapers every day. During the holidays, he decreases his order to 63 copies, right? Now, we can ask the question then, in what ratio was it decreased, right? Because it's decreasing here. In what ratio? 3 to 4. Because 3/4 of 84 becomes 63. Now, let's see some other questions here. And here we say that the number of copies ordered per day has been decreased in the ratio 3 to 4 or 3 over 4 during the holidays. Increase or decrease in ratio. Increase $20 in the ratio 6 to 5. Oops. Right? So what do you do here? To do this one, we should multiply 20 by 6 over 5, right? We are increasing $20 in the ratio 6 to 5, which is equal to 20 over 5 is 4, 4 times 6 is, so the result will be 24. So if we increase $20 in the ratio 6 over 5, we will get 24, right? And also soon we will see that this 6 over 5, which is equal to 6 over 5 times 100%. We'll talk about it in the next chapter. Yes, next chapter. If you simplify this, 100 is divided by 5 is 20. 20 times 6 is 120%. What does it mean? It means that simply we are increasing 20%, right? Okay. In what ratio must 40 cubic meters be decreased to become 24, right? So to do this one, I can do like this. For example, in what ratio we should be decreased? Let's say we need to decrease it by this ratio, A to B, so that this 40 becomes 24. Now to find this AB, what is AB? Divide both sides by 40. Here we have 24 over 40. Or if we simplify this by 8, here we have 3 by 8, 5. So we have to decrease 40. The ratio is 3 to 5, so that we will get 24. All right. Guys, you will have to solve this question, and next question we will solve together. Okay. Can you read it and solve it? Okay. I give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 1 minute to understand the question, 2.5 minutes for solving this. Time starts now. Yes, Al Akbar, I am expecting a correct answer from you. İlknur. İlknur, can you simplify your answer? What is this? How much will each of them receive, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, I see. Okay. Anybody else?
Do I have to write the names?
No need, because already is given, right? There's John, Mary, Peter, right? Did you write this in that order?
Yes.
Okay. Ilknur, let's wait 30 more seconds, 35 seconds left. After that, we will discuss together. Let's wait for others. Celine, any answer?
No.
Are you tired today, Celine?
Very tired.
When did you finish your class, Celine? 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock?
3.
3. Okay. Suppose a sum of money is divided among 3 people, John, Mary, and Peter, in the ratio 2 to 3 to 7. This means that John's share to Mary's share to Peter's share is 2 to 3 to 7. If the sum of money is this, how much will each of them receive, right? So usually how do you solve this? Here we have J to M to Peter is 2 to 3 to 7 means that means that John's share is something like this, right? $2p. And Mary's share is $3p. And Peter's share is $7p. That's the actual value, but here it's a ratio. So since it is, they are sharing $192. So here we have 2p plus 3p plus 7p. It should be equal to 192. It's just one method. It is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12, right? So here from here, p is equal to 192 over 12, which is equal to 8, 9. Is it divisible by 12? By 4, it is 44. Okay. By 12, how do we divide this? This one is 120 plus 72 over 12. So it is 10 plus 6, that's equal to 16. Okay, good. So P is equal to 16. So to get actually your values, right? So J, we got how much? 2 times 16, $32. M, 3 times 16, $48. 7 times 16, $112. So these are their shares. Alekbar, 32, 48, 112. That's correct. Okay. Let's solve this question together, A and B. And this is a little bit challenging question. And I wish you could solve all other questions quickly, but Adilhan, no answer from you. And Selin, I think you're too tired today. Alekbar, it's okay. Who else here? Selin, Nigar, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, you are here?
Yes.
Very good. Ibrahim, can you read the question?
Yes. Wait. Yeah. The chemicals A and B are combined in the ratio
Ratio.
5 to 5.
Ratio.
Yes. Wait. Screen is black now.
What?
I can't see the screen now. I don't know why.
Okay. Two chemicals, A and B, right? We are just combining two chemicals. What kind of chemicals? Maybe something alcohol and water, or two different chemicals, whatever it is, are combined in the ratio 5 to 11 by volume to form another solution X. A second solution Y is formed by combining chemicals A, B, and C in the ratio 2 to 3 to 15 by volume. Calculate the volume of each chemical in 400 liters of solution X, right? So here, actually, we just combine two, A and B, right, to form the another solution X. In what ratio? So that is here, that means that A plus B, that's equal to X, right? And here, the ratio A to B is equal to 5 to 11, right? And if you're talking about 400 liters of solution, so here we have this our solution, and the volume is 400 liters. Okay. So what the volume of each chemical is in 400 liters solution is X. What is the question? Calculate the volume of each chemical. So here from 5 to 11, right? Here 5, 11, altogether we have 16 units. That means that A is 5, right? Out of how many? 16. It times 400, right? So that means that 5/16 of 400 forms A. And how about B? B is 11, 11, right? Out of 16 of 400. That gives us B. So if you simplify this, it is 8 by 8, it is 2 by 8, it is 50. So it is 225. So this one is 125 liters. And together it is 400 liters, right? 125 plus 275 is 400. So this answer is 275 liters. So in solution X, 525 liters of the solution is chemical A, and 275 liters of the solution is chemical B. Is it clear? Guys, why are you so quiet? Why? Are you so tired or?
No, I am not.
Okay. So now
Yes.
let's continue. Is it clear, the part A?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Question B, it says that the volumes of chemicals A and C in 400 liters of solution Y. And how did we form solution Y? Here we have solution Y, combining A, B, and C in the ratio 2 to 3 to 15, right? So that is 400. So to do this one again, what is A? A is 2, 3 to 15. Let me just write the ratio first here. So here, A to B to C is equal to 2 to 3 to 15, right? So to find the amount of A in the solution, A is 2 units, so it is 2 out of 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 15, it is 20. Times, what is it? It is 400, right? So that's equal to 400 over 20, that is 20. 20 times 2 is 40 liters. In similar way, how about B? Here, 3 units, right, of B was added. So it is 3 out of 20. And multiplied by 400, that's equal to 60 liters. And how about C? C is 15. 15 over 20 times 400, that's equal to 20. 20 times 15, that is 300 liters. What is the question? It says find the volumes of chemicals A and C in 400 liters of solution Y. So dot, dot, dot, A is 40 liters and C is 300 liters. Okay. All right, guys, if you are ready now, I want to ask question C for you, okay? You think and try to do this so that you will wake up. All right, the ratio of the 3 chemicals in a solution Z formed by mixing equal volumes of solution X and Y. So what is the question here? It says find, right? Find, calculate the ratio of the 3 chemicals in a solution Z. Now we are forming solution Z formed by mixing equal volumes of solutions X and Y. That's the question. You have 3 minutes to think and solve it. Time starts now.
Can I see the question first? Yes.
20 seconds left. Celine, did you get anything?
I finished.
Finished?
No, I didn't finish yet.
Ilknur, how about you?
I don't know.
Okay. Nigar?
Yes.
Did you solve it? Question C?
Yes.
Yes? What did you get? Okay, guys, look, let's read the question. First, calculate the ratio of the three chemicals in a solution Z formed by mixing equal volumes of solution X and Y. So we are adding X plus Y and we are forming Z, right? And how many different chemicals do we have in X, A, and B? How about Y, A, B, and C, right? After mixing this, the question is then what is the ratio of A to B to C in chemical Z? So it says that three chemicals in the solution formed by mixing equal volumes, right? And suppose that I am adding two different equal volumes. And this is our solution, X, okay? So that one is X plus, and this one is Y. And this is our solution, Y. And each one is 400 liters and 400 liters, right? If it is 400 liters, how much A do we have here and how much B do we have here? And how about here? How much A do we have here? How much B and how much C? Now we have already calculated, right? In the first part, A is 125 and B is 275. So here we have 125 liters. This one is 275 liters. How about in solution Y? In solution Y, A is 40, right? Here A is 40 liters. And how about B? B is 60 liters and 60 liters, and C is 300 liters. Now we are talking about Z. Now, how about in Z then? How much A do we have in Z, right? How much A do we have? How much B and how much C? So we are mixing them together, 125 from X and 40 from Y. 125 plus 40, so here we have 165. That means that 165 liters of solution Z is, what is it, solution A. How about B? From X, 275, from B, 60, right? So 60 plus 275, that is 335 liters. And how about C? In X, we don't have any C. C only exists in solution Y. So in solution Z, we have 300 liters of solution C. Now, what is the question? We need to find the ratio. So A to B to C is equal to 165 to 335 to 300. Now, all numbers are divisible by 5. If you divide by 5, here we have 53. Divide by 5, 67. Divide by 5, it is 60. Right? They don't have any common factor, I think, anymore. The 67 is a prime number. So that is the answer. So the ratio of solution A to solution, or chemical A to chemical B to chemical C in solution Z is 53 to 67 to 60. Ilknur, is it clear? Did you understand something? Okay. Guys, let's solve the last question and I will finish the class, okay? Now calculate the volume of chemical C. Chemical C in 400 liters of Z, right? So since actually 400, this one is, what is it? This one is 400 plus 400. Now here we have 800 liters of Z, right? So the question is, what is the volume of chemical C in 400 liters of solution Z? To do this one, actually, uh, here 400 liters of Z, we know that A to B to C is 53 to 67 to 60, right? And if it is 400, we need to find C, right? C is 60 out of what? 53 plus 67 plus 60, and we should multiply this by 400, right? Because the total unit is 53 plus 67 plus 60, which is equal to 60 times 400 over 53 plus 67, 120, 120 plus 60, 180. So these things cancel each other, and the 6 by 18, it is 3. So 400 over 3 liters. So if we have solution Z, which is 400 liters, then we have 400 over 3 liters of, what is it, chemical C. All right, we have a lot. Next time we'll talk about rates, okay? Let me just stop here. I will give you some questions about rate problems. If you have time, you need to practice them, okay? And that's it for today. Any questions, Adilhan, İlknur, Selin, Nigar? I think you are so tired today.
So we have 8 minutes.
Huh?
We have 8 minutes.
Yeah, we have 8 minutes, but shall we continue? Okay, guys, if you are there, let's continue then solve one more question, then we will finish the class, okay? Another question, again, that is the question that we encounter in our daily life situations, especially if you are doing small business, and especially these days, I don't know in Azerbaijan how it is, but here, and we have a lot of coffee shops now everywhere. Maybe like 5 years ago, I didn't see, maybe just a few coffee shops. Now we see a lot of coffee and bakery, almost in 100 meters. Actually, I live in the center of the city, but I don't know, because it's a center, everywhere now a lot of people are opening coffee shops. And usually when you just visit coffee shops, right, every coffee shop, usually they have some kind of different taste. And how do they make some different tastes? Number one, using different brand of coffee. Number two, making some different combination of coffees, right? So anyway, it is something like this. In this question, it says that a shop owner blends 3 types of coffee. That is coffee A, B, and C in the ratio 3 to 5 to 7. So we have 3 different types of coffee, but if you mix them in this ratio, we actually produce 1 type of coffee. If you mix them in different ratio, we produce another type of coffee, depending on how strong, maybe how light it is. Okay, question A. Calculate the weight of each type of coffee in 45 kilograms of blended mixture, right? Now from here, we know how to calculate this. 3 plus 5 plus 7, that's equal to 8. It is 15, right? So here we have A. What is A? A to B to C is 3 to 5 to 7. So A is 3 out of 15 multiplied by how many kg? 45 kg. That is 9 kg. Okay. And how about B? B is the second one. It is 5 out of 15 times 45. So that is 15 kg. And how about C? It is 7 over 15 times 45. That is 21 kg. So calculate the weight of each type of coffee in 45 kg. So if you are making 45 kg of coffee, right, using this, and 9 kg you added from type A, 15 kg from type B, 21 kg from type C. Okay, question B. Given that type A coffee costs $7 per kg, type B coffee costs $10 per kg, and type C coffee costs $13 per kg. Calculate the cost per kg of the blended mixture, right? So as I see here, to make this mixture, I need to add 9 kg of this, 15 kg of this, 21 kg of this, right? To find the cost of per kg of the blended mixture. Now, when we mix this, how many kg of the mixture we have? 45. Now, if we divide this by 45, we will get the cost of 1 kg of the mixture. To do this one, 9 kg of A, each kilogram is, how much is it? $7. Plus, from B, we added 15 kg, each kilogram is $10. And from coffee C, third type, we added 21 kg, and for each kg, we paid $13. And how many kg of coffee? We have 45, right? That is the cost of 45 kilos, right? And now to find the cost of 1 kg of the mixture, I should divide this by 45. So which is equal to 9 times 7, it is 63. 15 times 10, 150. 21 times 13, 200 times 13, 260. One more, 273. Over, here we have 45, which is equal to, okay, 63 plus 150 plus 273, and divide this by 45. That's equal to how much? $10.80. So dot. Actually, the cost of 1 kg of the blended mixture is $10.80. Nigar, did you understand the solution?
Yes.
And that's very, I have to say, very simple business question. And sometimes I ask this question to a lot of university students and they don't understand or they cannot solve this. And very simple business questions, right? Whoever is running some small business, they should actually understand this logic or this idea, how we are producing this. Okay. Another one is a similar question, but also I'm going to give this as a homework. Okay. So you have to practice those questions from what is it? Exercise 10A. Okay. Guys, thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. I will have to finish this class. Okay. Next group is waiting for me. May have some break, 2-3 minutes, and I will start the next class. I will drop one homework, okay, one page, maybe one or a few questions, maybe 7 or 10 questions. Try to practice those questions until next Monday. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. You too.